In last week's video, I asked you to give some thought to what you believe your focus areas should be for 2022. Did you do it? I hope you did it. Because in today's video, I'm going to be chatting about what system you should be putting in place to ensure that those focus areas become actual deliverables at the end of 2022. If you're new here, I'm Natasha from Bright Sprout Consulting, and I'm a career and life coach. My goal is to help individuals feel more confident in the world of work, and just life in general. You want to build your confidence? Then you've come to the right place, because I'll be sharing all my top tips for how to build that confidence. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you can be updated of any new videos that I post. If you like what you hear and it resonates with you, and you think others could benefit from hearing some of the stuff that I talk about, then give this video a thumbs up. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that it's content worth sharing with others, and it helps grow my channel. I'm sure many of you are expecting me to tell you that when you set goals, you should be making them SMART goals. You know, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive or time bound. That's really good advice. But I've found for myself that despite setting SMART goals in the past, that I usually didn't achieve those goals, which is unfortunate because that advice is really good. And if you are setting goals and know what you're doing, please think about making your goals SMART. Let's use a sporting example. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using a soccer example. Anybody knows me, they'll know that I know nothing about soccer. Anywho, as you can see, the only soccer top I've got is a Bafana top from when I watched the World Cup. And the only ball I've got is a netball. I apologize to all those soccer enthusiasts out there. Back to our sporting example. Let's say you have two teams, two soccer teams who want to be the ultimate champions at the end of the season. Trying to think of a championship that UEFA? Told you I know nothing about soccer. Anyway, both teams want to be the ultimate champions. Both teams have the same goal, but inevitably one will succeed and one will fail. So what's the differences between the two if they have the same goal? Clearly the answer lies in how they perform throughout the season. How many individual games have they won leading up to their final game? Because ultimately all of that adds up and leads them towards the ultimate goal of being the champion. The same is true when you're setting goals for yourself. Although a goal is great at providing direction, much like a compass, what you would need to see movement towards that goal is a system of smaller goals, shorter term goals, things that you can see tangibly happening that moves you towards the place that you'd want to go. Let's use a practical example. At the beginning of this year, you had identified your career as a big focus area. You decided that in the coming months, possibly by the end of the year, you would like a new job, to change your career, something along those lines. What should you be doing? Here are some suggestions for what could form part of your system. Potentially, you could spend January researching the jobs and industries you'd like to work in. Maybe in February, you can spend some time thinking about what personal brand you'd like to put into the world on all of your social media platforms, including LinkedIn, because that's where potential recruiters will see you. Then in March, maybe you can make an effort to connect with someone in the same industry and job as you would like to work in, and see if it's what you thought it would be, and so on. It's important that you think through your system before you try and achieve those big, hairy, audacious goals. It breaks it down into smaller, manageable chunks so that you could move towards the place that you'd like to go. Also, the other tip I've got for you is that put a review system in place for yourself. Look back at the previous month to see if you had achieved what you had said you were going to achieve in that month. This will allow you to steadily move towards the goal that you have set for yourself for 2022. I hope that was helpful advice for how you can achieve your goals in 2022. Drop a comment of all the laughable goals you had set for yourself that maybe lasted a few weeks or a few days or a few hours. I'll go first. I told myself that this year I was going to exercise 5 times a week and I was going to drink 8 glasses of water a day. To date, I've exercised once and I have maybe at most had 4 glasses of water a day. Maybe I should be taking my own advice. Join me next week where I talk a bit about your personal brand and your legacy. Sounds fun. As mentioned earlier, I am a career and life coach. If you are looking for someone to help you put together those stepping stones for the goals that you want to set in 2022, then reach out today. All of my details will be in the description box below.